Good evening to everybody. My name is Alberto Piera, and myself and my colleague Pedro Cunha had to do a project for computer graphics. So we decided to do a simulation on how the heart works. So basically, for the first thing we had to do was understand on how the heart does the beat itself. Since we're not doctors in it, or we don't know any stuff in related to the medical area, so we decided to go on YouTube to see how the heart beats itself. After understanding everything, the first thing we had to do was find a model. Luckily, we found a model of the heart in the OBJ format, given every single information with the normals, the textures, everything. After the model, we decided to do the animation. An animation, find an image to do the heart. First things first, we had to go to Maya and do the animations here in the software because it's much more easier to prevent blend shapes. So we have here an editor that does it. And the first thing we did was select the heart. And on the textures, we decided to upload here an image on the Lambert mode. We uploaded here the image and select it to the heart, and that's why it's on its format. The next thing we had to do was create the animation. So for the animations, we selected here on points, select an amount of points, like this, for example. We could go here. This is an example of a blend shape. You could go here and deform the object like this, for example. That's for example. But since we already did this, since we already did the animations, we did 3 blend shapes. After the 3 blend shapes, one blend shape here, one blend shape here, and another blend shape here, and we merged them all together into one blend shape, just to be more easier to understand. After to do all the blend shapes and merging them all together, the next thing we had to do was, on a chronological time, decide at what moment we want to do the animation. At moment 0, we want the heart to be at its normal state, relaxed. After frame 24, I think, or 28, let me double check. At frame 34, you want the heart at its maximum pace, as we see here. At moment 34, you want the heart at its maximum volume. In that moment 44, 46, it returns back to its normal state. So how we see here, we see that the heart did itself an animation. After doing all of this, we exported the file, the project into Unity. We select all the objects, include everything to audio and animations, and we save this in the FBX format. Since we already saved it, we don't have to save it again. After everything, we went back to Unity and imported this FBX file here in the scene, as we see here, and we decided to play on some stuff here. Since we already had the animation and object itself, the next thing we had to do was synchronization of the sound. You see here I made here a script where you see the we've had a heartbeat, a sound we found online, and I used Audacity to just do a sound of a heartbeat itself instead of various heartbeats at the same time. So I created a script for that named Sync, just on how, given a heartbeat, and give an audio clip and an audio source, it plays itself of the heartbeat, as we see it here. When we call the beep function, at the source, we play a heartbeat. The next thing we've done, you don't see here, but the next thing we did was determining the speed of the animation. How we did this? We created a slider that it goes from the value of the slider goes between 0 and 1. And given the animation and given the slider, we go determine the speed. Go to the speed here and determine which speed goes. If it's equal to 0, it goes to the normal speed. If it goes in between 0 and 0.25, it goes up this speed, and so on and so on. And when it goes back, when it reaches to its max, it goes at double the speed as hell, as they say. After after the animation, the speed is done, I'll show you everything in a bit that we did. The next thing we did was a zoom in camera. It's possible that given the FOV, the field of view, we can zoom in or zoom out of the object given the scroll of your mouse. And finally, what we also did was a Bezier camera. Given the Bezier camera, given the right arrow or the left arrow, the object itself, the camera itself moves in the direction on the speed, the direction of the camera. Here's the script on the right, calculates everything, and we also included a spotlight. It's already included here in the script. Given the line render and the script and the light, the spotlight, the light itself on the object changes a little bit. After explaining everything, let's just try on the project itself and let's see how this goes. As we see, here's the heart works on itself. If you press the left or the right arrow, you see the object changes, and the heart still beats at the same time. You see the zoom in or the zoom out work also works. And the heart rate, if you just like turn it up a little bit, you already see the heart goes much more faster. Your actual max is actually double the speed. And that's pretty much it of our project. I hope you like the project, and I hope I will do more of this stuff in the future. Thank you.